Hello, this is Alan. I'm a TAE tutor, and this is just a short presentation about the TAE 40122 Certificate for In-Training Assessment qualification. Just as a bit of an introduction to this qualification, it has been designed for trainers and assessors working for registered training organisations. This includes TAFE teachers and also includes school teachers delivering vetting school programs. It doesn't matter what is the RTO that you work for, whether it's a community organisation, an enterprise RTO, private, public being a TAFE or dual sector university. Doesn't matter what sort of RTO, it is the course that will cover working for an RTO. The qualification requires 12 units of competency. It requires the completion of 6 core units and 6 elective units. The core units, and I'll just run through what they are. There's 2 units that relate to training design. The first one is use nationally recognised training products to meet vocational training needs. This is a bit of an introduction to the vet system unit, as well as a unit that covers the selection of units of competency to make up a qualification. Another design unit that is a core unit is called Design and Develop Plans for Vocational Training. So once you've identified the qualification and the units that make up that qualification, then you start planning training. So that's what this unit's about. Then there is one core unit relating to the delivery of training, and that's called Facilitate Vocational Training. It's primarily around in-person delivery of training to a small group of people, a small group of learners. There are 2 assessment units. The main assessment unit of conducting assessment is called Assess Competence, and the second unit relates to a role of participating in assessment validation. The 6th core unit for the qualification is around professional development. It's called Work Effectively in the Vet Sector. Much of this unit is already covered in other units, but there's one thing that is completely different, and that's the development of a professional development plan. Now, they are the 6 core units. There is a requirement for elective units, and there's to be 6. Now, some of you may have done university, and there's been elective units. They are units that, or modules or course programs that you can elect to do. You chose them. Maybe you remember back at school, you had subjects which were electives, and again, they are things that you would choose. In the vet system, often the RTO does the selection of the elective units rather than giving you the opportunity to elect units. Therefore, basically you are offered a course and it'll consist of units. So if the RTO has already elected or selected those units, I've just got here a couple of units that you could typically expect to be selected for you or offered. In regards to the delivery of training, there is a provide work skills instruction, although the title doesn't give it away, but it's just basically delivery training to an individual or a small group of people. Another unit, which is facilitate workplace-based learning, which relates to people who are delivering maybe apprenticeships or traineeships or work placement programs, and that's a lot of people that get involved in those sorts of things. This would be an appropriate unit for them. There are 2 online learning and assessment units, and they are likely to be chosen. The thinking now is that many people in the future will need to be able to deliver training and assess people online. Therefore, often they will be included. So one of them is called Plan, Organise and Facilitate Online Learning, and the other one is Assess Competence in the Online Environment. Now, there's a chance that your course is likely to choose one of the following 3 units, and they will be either relating to language literacy and numeracy, or employability skills, or foundation skills. It's unlikely that you'll do more than one of these units, but it is likely you probably have one of these units as a part of the course. So we've got up to now about, well, we've got up to 5 units, then there'll be plus one more. And it will vary what units are actually offered. Now, an example of clustering and sequencing of units, many RTOs will cluster or put units together and offer it in something like what I'm showing at the moment, but there's going to be a variety of not only clustering and the sequence in which you do it, but also the electives that are available for you to do. So typically you might find that there's an introduction to VET, then onto training design, moving then into training delivery. Sometimes the training design and the training delivery topics could get merged together, then assessment, and no doubt to finish things off would be about online learning and assessment. So you would have already covered about delivery of training, conducting assessment, and then this last part is about doing it online. So that's just a brief introduction to the qualification, the TAE40122, Certificate for in Training Assessment. I've published quite a bit of information on my website, which is the On Target Work Skills website, and you can get there on targetworkskills.com. I also offer a tutoring service. So for a number of years now, I've been tutoring learners, students that are enrolled in their TAE 40116 or the TAE 40122. And if you wish to contact me, my email that you can use is tae40122.tutoring@gmail.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, my channel is the On Target Work Skills, and please consider liking it or making a comment or sharing, and importantly to subscribe. I'll be putting more and more video onto this YouTube channel, so please stay in touch, and a little thing like liking or subscribing is really appreciated. Thank you.